It's continuing coverage of Ball State baseball here on Ball State All Access and BallStateSports.com. We come to you today from Parkview Field in Fort Wayne, where we're joined by a former Cardinal and current member of the San Diego Padres organization, TJ Weir. You've heard that a lot now, but how does it still sound when somebody says member of the San Diego Padres, TJ Weir?
It's pretty awesome. It started to sink in a little bit in spring training and everything, but when you hear it, it never really gets old hearing that you're a part of an MLB organization.
What's this whole thing been like? You're a year in now. I saw you tweeted that on draft day. You made it a dream come true. What's this year been like to kind of have that all sink in and experience it all?
It's been awesome. It's been a whirlwind a little bit. Everything's kind of gone by so fast. But, yeah, you mentioned, I said it's 1 year, and it feels like it's been about 3 months. But it's been a lot of fun. I've been pretty blessed to be this close to home, and family and friends can come and watch me play in Fort Wayne. But it's been a blast the whole time.
I was going to say, reactions when the Padres took you, I'm sure like one was cheers and yells and whatever else, but where was like 2 or 3, like, oh my God, I'm going to play in Indiana at some point?
Yeah, it was like, oh, this is awesome that just getting drafted at all, but then right after that, it's like, okay, I could be in Fort Wayne next summer. So, yeah, that was definitely a big part of it, being with the Padres.
How often is the Weir clan up here?
They haven't missed a game that I'm either, being a reliever, I'm not sure what days I'll pitch. So my parents and sister have come to every game that I will possibly pitch in. So sometimes they show up, I don't pitch, they drive home and come back the next day and see me pitch. So they've been everywhere.
What's it been like? I mean, has there been a moment where you were like, I'm a professional baseball player?
Yeah, mainly spring training, because last summer it was all kind of a whirlwind, like I said, going so fast. But spring training, you get there, and the first day of spring training, I walked in the cafeteria right next to Matt Kemp, and I was like, all right, here, I'm really here. So
did you say anything?
No, definitely not.
Did he say anything?
No. We just kind of walked by each other. But he doesn't know who I am, but that's okay. It was a lot of fun just seeing all the big name guys and all that at spring training.
How's it going? What have you learned? It's obviously a whole different world from anywhere you've been before. What's new and what introduced that to you?
Playing every day is new. In college you'll play weekend series and some midweek games, but playing every day, the everyday grind is definitely different. And I've been in all kinds of different roles this year, so just kind of being able to mentally prepare yourself for whatever comes has been the biggest transition for me, but it's been a good time.
You're fine for where you want to be right now, but it's interesting because it's very much a tale of 2 seasons. I remember looking at the early part of the season, I was like, oh my God, he's not going to make it. And now for the last 2 months, your ERA is 1.
Right.
So what happened in April, and how does it feel now that you seem to have found your stride and are really doing your thing out there?
Yeah, April was tough. It was my first 2 outings were good, and then after that, it was a couple of rough ones. So I think it was just a little bit trying to do too much, getting caught up in just everything that comes along with your first full season of pro ball. And then I really settled in after that, and like you said, the last month and a half or 2 have been pretty good for me. So just not trying to do too much. And our pitching coach, Bert Hooten, he's a legend, and so he's helped a lot with everybody. But with me, mainly, he's talked a lot about, you throw a good pitch and it gets fouled off. You don't have to throw a better pitch. You just got to throw your best pitch. So don't try to be too good, and that's really helped me.
So you tweet your baseball card. Is it neat that you've got one of those now?
Yeah, my first one ever. It was pretty surreal to have that, and that's been a dream of mine forever, is to have my own baseball card, and it's pretty cool.
Did you sign one for yourself? We can be honest here.
No, I probably will at some point, but I haven't yet.
Pitcher's batting practice. I saw you tweeted that as well.
Right.
You hit one out.
Yeah.
That's probably no surprise to Ball State fans, but it's like, oh my God, a pitcher hit one out.
Yeah.
This guy hit like 10 the last 2 years. But is that fun for you? And do you show off? Because there are some pitchers, I'm sure, that haven't ever hit before. Right. So you're like, guys, I got this.
Well, there's a few, actually more than I expected, actually hit in college a little bit. So it was a little bit of trash talking going on, and I was the only one to hit one out, so I kind of gave it back to him at the end. But, yeah, it's fun. We have another one coming up soon. We've thrown a few shutouts lately, so it's nice to talk a little trash and then back it up, too.
Is that the incentive, shutout, BP?
Yeah, every shutout we get a BP.
You should start shutting people out. That's going to frustrate some people after a while.
I know, and we make sure the position players are watching too, so we tell them bring their notepads out because we're going to put on a show for them.
Tell me about this atmosphere. I mean, we're sitting here in the dugout and looking out at probably one of the better views in minor league baseball, and I mean, you're kind of blessed. We started talking about being in Fort Wayne. From a location standpoint, it's nice, but from an organization standpoint, I mean, like, this is minor league baseball. How cool is it? I mean, I saw the Captain America jersey, and I mean, you get to experience baseball in a way that you've never been able to experience it before. How does that strike you, and how do you kind of absorb that day to day?
We're definitely spoiled here in Fort Wayne. I mean, there's a few other a lot of places actually in the Midwest League that are really nice places, but nothing compares to here. Just that the atmosphere and just the community behind it. The biggest crowd I've ever played in my career was opening day here, and it just seems like it keeps growing from there. So, like you said, the different jerseys, all the promotional stuff that they do here, it's awesome. And we played in front of like 9,000 people on the 4th of July, set an attendance record here. So just the whole atmosphere of everything is amazing here.
Not that you didn't travel in college. I remember very well the 11-hour bus ride in the snow back from Buffalo. But that's certainly an adjustment, too, as well. Have you figured out how to sleep on buses differently and lay down in aisles and things like that?
I'm really good at sleeping on buses, so that's something that's new. But, you get used to it.
That leads me into the 6:30 in the morning. You arrive home. Did you go to sleep, or did you get McDonald's breakfast and then go to sleep?
You're stalking my Twitter, aren't you?
Well, I felt like I should come prepared.
I went to sleep. I fought it. I really wanted it, but I didn't eat. I went to sleep. Then I ate a lot when I woke up.
Thought about it,
definitely.
I haven't mentioned any cute emergencies, though, so I haven't gotten that much Twitter feed.
There's plenty of those, too, if you keep looking.
TJ Weir, former Ball State pitcher. TJ, appreciate it. Glad to catch up with you, and good to see you doing well.
Thanks. Good to have you here.
TJ Weir joining us, former Cardinals pitcher, current San Diego Padres prospect. He doesn't know Matt Kemp yet. He will in a couple years. We'll wait for that one. Make sure to stay tuned to Ball State All Access for more continuing coverage of Cardinals baseball.